let's get the ball rolling, guys. I think the first question to ask, to assist many of our SMEs who are here right now, is first of all to better understand what your business is all about. So, can I ask it for you in two ways? Explain it in what we would call an elevator pitch style, which is what you basically do when you try to explain to investors investing in your business. And second, can you laymanize it? Can you help them understand in easy words what exactly your business is? Let's start off with over here, Carlo.
Hello, everyone. Happy to be here. So basically, Shoppable Business is a B2B e-commerce marketplace for the buying and selling of 100% authentic branded products and services, right? So we help sellers by connecting to our network of buyers, and we also enable them to go online with their own store. We also have inventory financing if you need capital to sell more goods, and we connect you to our buyers. And for the buyers, basically, they have selection from all these different categories, from, for example, restaurants, computers, furniture, construction supplies. So think of like an Amazon or a Lazada, but for businesses, right? For B2B. We also have buy now, pay later if you're looking to get extended terms when you purchase something. And also shoppable lending for larger loan amounts.
Got it, Carlo. Let's try to laymanize it to the point. Let's say, for example, my 78-year-old father was going to use Shoppable. What is the experience that he will go through when he's trying to use Shoppable app?
Yeah, so basically you go online, right? And you can choose what you need. You can see all the photos. And then they can buy online and then it gets delivered, right? So it's an online experience for marketplace, but we also have offline actually. So we're a hybrid marketplace. We also have an offline team that knocks on companies' doors, corporations, and letting them know that we exist. And if you're a seller, you can be part of that. So think of us like an offline sales team as well, right? And so outsourced sales team and also procurement team.
Got
That's
that.
what we do, yeah.
And lastly, before I move on to other speakers, is that there are a lot of shopping platforms here right now.
Yeah.
And oftentimes the question you have to ask is, what makes you stand out? What is the unique proposition that Shoppable has versus other platforms out there?
Sure. So our number one proposition is, since we're B2B, we guarantee that you will get a BIR certified sales invoice when you purchase something, and we're a 100% legally compliant marketplace. And we guarantee all products are authentic.
Again, thanks so much, Carlo of Shoppable. Now, Investry, in a couple of words, what's the elevator pitch of Investry?
All right, let me try a shot at this, RJ. Thanks. So, Investry is an SEC licensed crowdfunding platform that connects SMEs with non-bank and large private investors. Today, our business focuses mainly on the B2B SMEs to give them debt financing for their contracts. So anybody that has POs, invoices, or anybody that basically gets paid in terms by a large government institution or a large corporation, they're the folks that we work with. And our long-term goal is to be able to work with any kind of SME for any kind of needs, not only debt against their contracts.
Got that. So, it's Investries, but hindi siya equity financing, kundi debt financing to.
Yes, for now, RJ. We're focused on the debt financing today because that's what we see most SMEs today, at least that we can understand and see, and our investors understand. So we're working on building transparency and trust. I know everybody's had challenges getting financing all the time. So on one end, we're building an ecosystem where on one hand, investors understand what's going on with the businesses they're giving money to. That way, we're able to expand our product lineup in the
Got
future.
that. Let's just lamanize it lang a bit, no? What is the experience for somebody who is an SME who wants to borrow money from you? What's the process? At isa naman, what is the experience of an investor who wants to lend money through Investry? What does he have to go through? So let's start muna sa experience ng isang SME.
So for an SME, thankfully, I'd say 90% digital already. You can actually apply from home. The experience is you can either go to our website, one of our relationship managers will contact you. You'll just be presented with a list of documents that you'll need to scan photos of. Or if you're doing business with clients that are already doing digital transactions with you, you can just forward those documents in our platform so you can upload them in a secure environment. And then for the investors, it's the same. Investors' money are protected. They're able to see on our platform which SMEs are asking for funding, what the interest rates are, how much it's gonna cost, and they're able to pick and invest in as fast as 30 minutes once it's there in auction.
So, yung investor may opportunity na pumili kung sino yung gusto niyang investahan or bigyan ng debt.
Yes, that's correct, RJ. So at Investry being a crowdsourcing platform, we have a free market approach. So investors are able to see all the SMEs that are currently asking for funding, and they'll have to bid against other investors for how much the interest rate is for how much they're going to offer. That way, we see some SMEs actually get very cheap rates.
I see.
So we have clients from the last 3 years who have been doing this over and over. They're able to enjoy that trust na pag may investor nakikita sa pangalan nila, 30 seconds, 1 minute, boom, funded.
Wow, that's that's pretty fast. But that's after establishing a track record.
That's after establishing a track record, right? To manage expectations, for new SMEs, it might take 3 days, 5 days pinag-aaralan. But, for somebody that, for example, you, RJ, every week I come to you and then I pay you every week. Pag the moment I knock on my door, parang handa ka na eh. Like, magkano kailangan mo ngayon? So that's what we've done in a digital experience.
Got that. And finally, just like the same question I asked Carlo, what is that secret sauce, the unique selling proposition that makes Investing different from other companies of the same nature that also does debt financing, sort of non-collateralized debt financing also?
I guess I can only really speak for us, but we really value the service quality. Kahit na mostly digital yung experience, we want people to feel like there's really somebody there helping them out, somebody that understands their needs, and somebody that can talk to investors for them.
Got that. Thank you so much to our friends from Investry. Now, moving on to NextPay. I've worked a lot with the NextPay people. RB, thanks so much for joining us over here.
Yeah.
Now, maybe it's your turn to explain. Say similarly, what is that elevator pitch for NextPay? And then let's explain to the layman how exactly NextPay works.
Yeah. First of all, thank you, RJ, for having me as one of your panel. And NextPay actually is a platform wherein we help businesses in terms of collecting money and also disbursing money. So in layman's term, actually, if you're a small business or growing businesses that needs a QR code to collect payments, NextPay is the solution. So from our platform, just generate the QR code, your customer will just scan, and then they can pay through our supported channels, which we have a lot of options. So we have the e-wallets, we have the credit cards, the debit cards, and also the online banking. Aside from collecting, we also have disbursement. So kung halimbawa kailangan nyo magbayad ng employees, kailangan natin magbayad ng suppliers. So we have that platform. So from your NextPay account, the fund that we collect from your customer, we can also use that to pay your employees.
Got that. Now, let's understand. Let's lamanize it. Let's bring it to the actual experience. I am an employer. How exactly does NextPay help me out?
Yeah, actually, same with Investly. For you to create an account, it's all digital. So you have to submit everything online. And we also have an account manager and account executive na katatawagan kayo for you to book us a demo para maintindihan natin yung platform. And for signing up, so it's via online. Just fill out all your details, your information, and all your requirements. And in a day, you actually can use NextPay. So it's all for free, actually.
Oh. And what makes NextPay different from the other platforms which are being... Because you're sort of like an HR platform in kayo in a way. And at the same time, you're a payment platform.
Yeah.
What makes it different, especially from a business standpoint?
Yeah. So as you can see, opening an account with a bank, it requires meticulous requirements. Kailangan mo pa mag-open ng ADB, mag-maintain ng fund doon. So with NextPay, actually, we can all do everything that a bank can do. So pwede kang mag-collect, pwede tayo mag-disperse without maintaining a fund with NextPay. Kung ano lang yung kailangan natin na pondo para i-disperse, yun lang yung kailangan nating ilagay kay NextPay.
So walang minimum maintaining balance sa NextPay?
Yes, that's correct, RJ. Walang maintaining balance. And pay as you go lang, kumbaga.
Pay as you go. Okay, thanks so much, guys. Now, since the topic of this conversation is how e-commerce has evolved, no? Its challenges and the opportunities. Let's help out our entrepreneurs here better appreciate what it means when we say that to be an entrepreneur means your job is to be able to solve problems? Okay, what pain point were you trying to solve? Carlo, I have a great opportunity, you as the co-founder of Shoppable, to better understand, saan nagsimula, what was the pain point that you were originally trying to solve when you envisioned the creation of Shoppable? And what happened after that?
Yeah, so basically, as entrepreneurs, especially in the Philippines, like procurement is the pain point we're solving. Everything is done manually, and we basically thought, through my co-founders, we had several businesses, and we realized there has to be a better way, because we would contact suppliers, right? And sometimes it would take 3 to 5 days. Sometimes they don't even get back to us, right? It's been a week, nothing. So what we wanted to do is create a platform where, you can get a quote, you can easily ask for something, and you get it in 1 day or 2 days max, right? And you don't have to deal with multiple different suppliers. You come to one place, and everything is there for you. And if you want terms, you can apply for terms to get extended terms, right? And we also envision that we want to help create more entrepreneurs by helping them connect to our network of buyers, right? Sellers.
So,
Yeah.
Carlo, when you had that initial idea for Shoppable, because many people here also have the SMEs, they have, I have a good idea. But what do they do next if they don't have the programming capabilities or the other skill sets to build? What was your next step from there? Because we can all think of good ideas, but that's just homework. How do you actually implement from there?
Yeah, so the way we're enabling businesses to go online is we actually create the product listings. And if you log into our platform as a seller, you see what you want to sell, and then you just click, I want to sell this, and your price, the quantity, and if there's any quantity discounts, and then you will go up onto the platform under your own store with a few clicks. So that's how we're digitizing, enabling people to go online right away.
Got that. So you were the person who helped come up with the idea with your co-founders. Just interesting, just wanted to know from many of them over here, when you started an e-commerce platform, was it bootstrap, meaning coming from your own pocket? Or were you able to borrow money to start off this business? How did it go about?
Yeah, good question. So I'm actually part of a venture builder group called AHG Labs, and we're one of the portfolio companies. So we applied, and then we basically was able to get the initial funding for that.
Great.
Yeah, to get us started.
And when you go and join a venture builder fund, do they also offer to you other people to support you in the growth with regard to programmers, legal work, finance work?
Yes. So, all venture builders have different models, but with AHG Lab, they do everything from legal to HR to tech, if you need tech, right? Marketing, basically all aspects of the business, even accounting.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Carlo, for enlightening us on how everything got started off for you guys over there. Investry, I know actually Investry, you're a subsidiary, right, of a larger company?
Yes, we are. We are a subsidiary of a large conglomerate here in the Philippines. And we're also, since Investry is a group business, actually, we have offices in Thailand and Indonesia. So we're a subsidiary in the Philippines, JV between the group and the local partner.
That's it's Philinvest, correct?
Yes,
right?
that's correct.
Philinvest, right? So, can you help us also now understand, basically, what is the pain point that Investry was trying to address in the first place?
Yeah, I think the pain point for us, like investors, the money sources, and the SMEs, the entrepreneurs, right, is the pain point is basically ang kalat, eh, right? We actually quite happy for our neighbors, NextPay and Shoppable and the like, because we're in the finance business, and from our experience, especially with digitization, na manual lahat dati, like ang kalat ng documents, that's a major pain point. And because all the documents there's no standard format, no standard information, no standard templates. When it comes to the question of, can I give this person money? It's very hard to bridge that gap. And that's why today, it's hard to get bank financing. It's hard to convince friends and family to give you money. So that's the pain point we saw, and we're trying to help standardize these things to make it easier for everybody to match. And okay, naiintindihan ko pala tong SME na to, I can give money to this SME.
Got that. Now, since you guys weren't the founders, but rather you understand the pain points, can you share with us, rather, what have been the largest, because many of them are over here who want to borrow money,
Yeah.
what have been sort of like the largest obstacles that SMEs should work on right now to make sure that their businesses are businesses that can be lent money to by companies like Investry?
Yeah, so I think the two words is consistency and discipline. The biggest pain point when it comes to entrepreneurs that we've seen is with everything, for your business, ang daming nangyayari all the time, and you're often at the receiving end of whatever's happening. Your client said, next week na lang ako magbabayad, or your client said, can you delay the delivery? And this affects your cash flow. The thing that we've seen work is when our entrepreneurs are disciplined and transparent and they can build trust with the investor. We have investors that say, okay, sige, 30 days, you need an extra 30 days. Sure, no problem, basta 30 days. So we have clients like that. Where we see problems happening is when an entrepreneur says, 5 days, next week na lang, next week na lang, next week na lang. Then the trust starts to break down and investors start to panic. And that's when you start getting into, very stressful collections conversations. And it's hard to manage a business like that.
Got that. Thanks so much for enlightening us on Investry's operations. Now, moving on to NextPay. I've had a chance to speak with the founders of NextPay and who've been able to explain to me the pain points. But very interesting. He's a Filipino-Canadian, came back and saw the opportunities here in the Philippines. Can you help us what pain points he saw that he was trying to solve with the establishment of NextPay?
You know what, RJ? Actually, I'm talking to clients around 2 to 3 every day. So, isa lang yung problemang naririnig namin from them. So, one is the manual collecting. Di ba yung collecting natin na alam is client will send you the deposit slip, yung screenshot, which is yung iba is parang napepeke pa. Some of which Photoshop nung deposit slip, which is very hard for the business owner, lalo na kung they needed the fund. So that's one of the challenge and also the reconciliation of the transactions. So now that we have the platform, which is the NextPay, so from that, they can monitor all the transactions that came in from the collection, and also when they disburse the money, if they want to pay their employees for payroll, and also if they want to pay for suppliers. So yun yung nai-eliminate natin na challenges from the business owners natin.
Got that. And then also when we look at NextPay, I'm just curious to find out because it was a founder-oriented business, no? Similar to Shoppable, it was a business that had to go to a venture builder. To your knowledge, how was NextPay able to grow? I know that Dan, a part of it was that sariling sikap. He also was part of Y Combinator, and he's also won a couple of contests where he was able to get financing and some venture capital funds. But can you explain to us maybe the process to give a better appreciation of people when they are like a startup like Shoppable? How were they able to raise money to grow their business?
Yeah, just to give you a history of our company. Actually, before NextPay was born, iba yung business model talaga ni NextPay. We are an employee engagement company, employee wellness company. But pandemic came, nagkaroon ng opportunity na ma-realize ng founders namin that there's a need with help with financial inclusion. That's the time NextPay was born. So from 2020 up to now, so we're actually around 70s as employee. So aside from you mentioned na we're part of the Y Combinator, so we have talented employees. Majority of our employees, 50%, are composed of engineers. So in terms of advancement of technology, we're up to date para at least we can cater the needs and the expectations of our customers.
Got that. Thank you so much, RB. Now, let's move on a bit more. And many of them are very curious right now. They've got their own small businesses. They want to grow it. They want to better understand, I guess, number one, how your platform can help them grow their business. And number two, maybe from a larger perspective, how e-commerce can help them grow their business if they haven't entered into it just yet. So Carlo, you're at a good vantage point. You were talking really how you can help small businesses grow. But can you help them better understand, using the platform of Shoppable, how you can help small businesses grow? And how are you also growing your own business?
Yeah, so, I mean, look, Philippines is the fastest growing e-commerce market in the world. So eMarketer said it's 25.9%, right? Beating all other countries. DTI is also saying that by 2030, if the roadmap is maximized for e-commerce, it will reach 285 billion US dollars. So it's a huge opportunity. And if you're not selling online yet, right, Shoppable can help you. There's also a bunch of other platforms, but if you're selling branded products, Shoppable is the way to go. And if you don't want to need to create your own content, and it's already a branded product, for example, like an iPhone, you can just go onto our platform and then choose, I want to sell this, and then put in the price, the quantity, and then you go up online already. And then we take care of all the marketing, right? So you don't have to worry about marketing the store because the marketplace does it. Shoppable will do it for you.
Got that. Investry, how are you helping grow small businesses to be
So-
better understand?
Yeah, so for our current product, since we do PO and invoice financing, today we help in two main things. So we help you do a lot more orders. So we have clients, sometimes labas na lahat ng capital nila, they're waiting for payments from the client. Pero we have clients that work with the PhilJeps, the government, LGU, so they wanna bid for the next 3 contracts. We can help you find investors so that you can produce for those next 3 contracts. Or for others na invoice naman, you're waiting for the money to come in so that you're not stuck waiting. You can already get the money so you can keep producing or manufacturing for the contracts you've already won.
So sort of bridge financing to
Yes,
keep the business going para walang gap yung pera.
Yeah, para walang gap yung pera. And from an e-commerce perspective, that's extremely important for folks that are selling B2B especially. Pag out of stock ka, punta sa kabila eh.
Exactly. Okay. And finally, next place. Same question for you. How are you helping grow small businesses given that you were sort of like a back office operation?
Yeah, actually, we cater to all types of businesses. You may be freelancers, 10 employees, even big businesses. And as you know, RJ, there are actually 17 million growing businesses that are still underserved. So what we do is we help businesses in terms of mindset at least. So para at least ma-adapt nila yung digital transformation.
Got that. And now, I'm going to start wrapping up this panel discussion and open it up to an open forum for people who've got more questions. But again, I've asked this to the other speakers. And I want to ask you as well. We've got a lot of people coming here visiting the Phil SME Expo. They are looking for business opportunities which they can start off with, or aspiring entrepreneurs looking for new industries that they can tap and solve problems in. I want to start asking you guys, what are you seeing as opportunities from your standpoint in your business or around your business or your ecosystem that you think can grow a lot more, can still use some entrepreneurial skills to grow that business? That for you, you saw it as an opportunity, but it's not your thing, or it's not something that you want to grow. What are you seeing, Carlo, as business opportunities that entrepreneurs can still exploit, given your appreciation of your business?
Sorry, RJ, around e-commerce or anything?
Yeah, the opportunity you're seeing in e-commerce and other things, given your perspective of business.
Oh, okay. Well, I think Philippines is in a very good position to, become basically one of the fastest growing countries in Southeast Asia, right? And a lot of opportunities. I mean, there's in the e-commerce space, at least you can create your own private label branded products, right? Like, currently a lot of people on Shopee or Lazada, they're buying stuff from Alibaba and then they're just selling it as is, right? You shouldn't do that. You should import it and then create a brand out of it, right? Because then now you can charge more for that product. Other opportunities, like, outsourcing is doing very well still in the Philippines. That's a huge opportunity. Startups, we need more startups, right? Tech space, yeah.
Thanks so much, Carlo. Investing, what are you seeing as different opportunities that entrepreneurs can still enter into from your perspective?
Yeah, so we've talked to a lot of different business owners and entrepreneurs and even procurement guys. And what we're seeing at least is there's a shortage of skilled labor, especially with what's happened in the last 5 years. I often get calls from people, do you have people who can help me with my farm? Meron ba kayong agency na kilala na pwede magpadala ng cleaners, for example, these things. There's a lot of shortage, even to go as far as helpers. Everybody's looking for helpers, cleaners. So seems to be a shortage of skilled labor at the bulk level. So it seems to be what we're seeing now. So there's a lot of open contracts out there.
So skilled workers at scale, parang ganyan.
Yeah, skilled workers that, dati madali lang kunin, but now there's in bulk pa yung hanap ng mga tao.
Oh, really great opportunity. Thanks so much for sharing that. What are you seeing from your perspective, opportunities for entrepreneurs?
Yeah. Well, since our platform can be used for disbursement, I can see the potential that NextPay can offer at least loans in the future, since we are already doing the payroll for the employees. So probably we can also help them in advancing their salary in the future. So I think that's one of the project or the services that we're planning to offer in the future.
Well, thanks so much. NextPay people saying hi to us here at the back. And having said that, we'd like to open the floor now to any questions for our friends from Shoppable, Investry, and of course NextPay. Again, Shoppable, where's the booth of Carlo? Where's the booth of?
Right there. M34?
You got M34.
Yeah, in the corner.
And Investry, where's your booth?
I think we're here, M22, I believe.
M22, and then finally
Yeah, it's M8 over there.
M8 over there.
Yeah.
So, are there any questions for any of our speakers here on stage? Don't be shy. Just ask a question. Any questions coming up from anybody over here? If there aren't any questions, again, how can they sign up to become sellers on Shoppable?
Yeah, you could just go online and either choose become a seller or become a buyer. Yeah, www.shoppable.ph.
Okay, thank you so much. A round of applause, please. Carlos Silva, co-founder and CEO of Shoppable. If there are people interested to become either investors for Investry or to loan money from Investry, how do they go about that? Where can they visit?
They can just visit our website, investry.ph, or since you're already here, just visit our booth. We have a full team here ready to handle your questions.
Again, thank you so much. Alexander Capulong, Country Manager, Investry. And last but not the least, for those who want to use the services of NextPay, how can
Yeah.
they find NextPay?
So you can visit our website, www.nextpay.ph, and you can go visit our booth so you can ask your questions with our beautiful people over there.
And again, thank you so much, RB Ruby Aguila, Account Executive NextPay. Let's give all of our speakers here a round of applause. Thank you so much for enlightening us here this afternoon.